guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tina. Today's video we are going to be talking about the new Rimmel palettes that they just came out with. But first things first, before we get started, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it so that way you can get notifications on my next and upcoming videos. Also, I am currently doing a giveaway here on my channel, so definitely check that out as well. And Happy New Year to every one of you, and I hope that you guys are having fun. It's New Year's, it's a new start, starting off with a clean slate. It's 2017. Let's go ahead and jump right to this review. So Rimmel London kicked us off with a new 2017 spring collection, and these are these eyeshadows, and they are called Magnif'eyes shadows. So I got two of these at my local Harmon stores for $5.99, and one of these at my local Walgreens stores for $6.99 or $7.99, I think. No, $7.99. And if you have a Harmon's or a Bed Bath & Beyond nearby, go definitely check that out because you can use your coupons there as well. Let's talk about the packaging of these palettes really quickly. So the packaging is actually really nice. As you can see, it has this really nice clear packaging on top, so you can see what is inside the palette. And in the back here, it has a diagram of a tutorial of how you can use the palette, and a diagram over here where you can use this in quads. Each of these palettes have 0.49 ounces or 14.16 grams, and they are all made in China. So these palettes are made in China. And for those of you who are interested, the first two ingredients in here are talc and mica. And this is what the palette looks like. As you can see, it looks a lot like the Naked palette from Urban Decay. However, I don't have that original one, so I am going to be pulling out another palette, which is the Lorac Pro, and this one is also comparable to the Naked palette. So let's go ahead and check this out side by side. So as you can see, looking at this side by side, it looks really close together. The colors are actually really nice, and it looks like it could be a dupe palette for the Lorac Pro or the Naked palette. I also do love how Rimmel included different finishes to this palette. It has matte, it has shimmer, and it has some nice satin finish shades in here as well. So I really do like that. I also do love the payoff of this palette. I do love how it is very pigmented. It's really nice. The matte shades are actually really decent, and it's very blendable. Some of the satin shades though, however, are a little bit hard when you swatch it with your finger, but when you apply it with a brush, it actually blends really nicely. So the second palette that I wanted to show you is called London Nudes Calling. So this is what it looks like. So it has this nice pink hue to it, and this one is more of a dupe for the Naked 3 palette, which I do have luckily. So let's compare it really quickly here. And as you can see, looking at it side by side or looking at it together, you can see the comparison. It looks very similar to the Naked 3 palette. You know, it has your nice purples in there, it has your pinks in there, so it looks really nice in terms of just looking at it. However, upon swatching this, the lighter shades in here were very chalky. It was very hard to blend. It was very patchy. It didn't live up to the hype. The medium to darker shades, however, did have a nice payoff. Some of these are really nice. As you can see, they're very pigmented. They blended really nicely onto the skin, but the lighter shades had a lot of problems in them. So that's the one thing that I'm going to say. And most of these shades are actually frosty shades, so didn't really like it as much either because of that. So, and then the last one here is called Grunge Glamour, and this is what it looks like, and this is what I'm actually wearing today. This one is more of a dupe for the Naked Smoky palette, which I also do have. And as you can see, this is what it looks like side by side. So But upon swatching these, I felt like a lot of the shades, especially the ones from medium to the darker shades, have a lot of grays in them. It felt like it's almost just one color when you're swatching. It's all gray, 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 gray. And I get that because of the darker shades and because this is a smoky palette. So that's why they did it that way. But I just didn't feel the need to have so many grays on my palette. So that's my take on that. Also, this shade right here was really hard to blend, and I have this in the inner parts of my eyelids and it just didn't work for me. I feel like it was very chalky. It didn't sit well on my eyelids. Even though I did use a nice primer, it still didn't sit in there. So it was very hard to blend, and even with your brushes, it felt like I was really struggling to blend the eyeshadows. Out of these three palettes, I would definitely gravitate towards the Keep Calm and Wear Gold palette. I feel like this palette is an absolute winner, and there is no bad shade in this palette. You can never go wrong with this one. These other two, however, were more of an okay palette, I would say. Second one that I reviewed, the pink shadows on that one didn't really give me as much pigmentation that I wanted to. And then the Grunge Glamour one, if you like a smoky eye, this would probably be something that's for you. But as far as I'm concerned, this one would be the one that I would pick out of these three. If you have the Naked palettes or the Lorac palette, I don't think that you should go out of your way to get these palettes. I think that you would be able to get the same exact look, but if you're in a budget, definitely try these palettes. I would definitely navigate you to this one particular palette. This one is the first one that I reviewed because I feel like this one has the most payoff. This one has a nice pigmentation to it out of these three palettes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope that I was helpful. Please don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys again next time. Have a great day. Bye.